There are fears some of Australia's most vulnerable children have been left behind during the coronavirus crisis, with a group of principals and teachers today calling on the government to provide extra support.
Dorothy Hodinott is a former school principal from Holroyd High School in Western Sydney, and she joins us now. Good morning to you, Dorothy. Thank you so much for your time on this Monday morning. As many as 16,000 refugee children are being left with no safety net. What sort of hurdles are they facing?
Well, they're facing the hurdle of possibly not having anywhere to live once the moratorium on eviction ceases. They're facing the hurdle of perhaps not having enough to eat. Quite a few asylum seeker families at the moment are entirely reliant upon charitable organisations for food and for other necessities, such as payment of rent, payment of utilities and things of that kind. So those children who have often underlying trauma and unresolved issues of loss and grief and things for what's happened to them now have all of the anxiety of the COVID-19 crisis, which has affected children around Australia quite badly. But added to that is the fear of becoming homeless, the fear of not being able to find anything to eat, the anxiety their parents must be feeling. Very serious stuff.
Well, this is the issue, isn't it? That, I mean, we keep saying on this show that, you know, there is no bottomless pit of money to deal with COVID-19, but we're seeing so many people falling through the cracks. And with asylum seekers, they too have lost their jobs, but they can't apply for JobKeeper or JobSeeker. And what you're seeing now is all of that filtered down and kids turning up to school where they haven't had breakfast and they're worried about the fact that they might soon not have a roof over their heads.
Yes, that's right. So what happens is that the schools have to pick up on the omissions there of the safety net, which doesn't apply to those families, and so schools are having to provide children with breakfast and lunch and all the necessities of schooling, because their parents simply can't do that.
I love your passion for this because, let's face it, not too many others are going to be standing up, are they, and trying to make a difference. Tell us about No Child Left Behind.
Well, No Child Left Behind is really about fairness to children. I think it's really something that Australians feel very strongly, that we need to support our children, and for children to be omitted from all of the sorts of supports that are available in our community to other people means that those children will suffer unnecessarily. That's a type of neglect. We shouldn't have children scared of starvation in Australia. We shouldn't have children frightened to be homeless in Australia. We shouldn't have people wondering. We shouldn't have children with that degree of anxiety about their own personal lives. Children are people that we say we protect, but these children are essentially not protected.
Well, thank you so much for the good work you do, and thank you so much for getting up early to talk to us this morning, Dorothy.
My pleasure. Thank you.